Good morning and welcome to e-lectures. Dear students, today we are going to take a look at conjunctions, which forms a part of Unit 11 in your English for Career text. Let me give you the definition of conjunctions first. What do you mean by conjunction? So conjunction or conjunctions, they are words that link other words, phrases or clauses together. So conjunctions, they come under the category of function class words and they help to make a sentence proper. It helps to establish a connection between the sentences that we use. So they are words that link other words, phrases or clauses together. For example, Sia went to school although her mother was ill. If you analyze the sentence given here, we understand that there are two sentences. Sia went to school being the first one, her mother was ill being the second one. So, using a conjunction although, we have combined the two sentences together. Instead of saying Sia went to school, her mother was ill, we can club both the sentences together using the conjunction although, and the meaning becomes more clear. Sia went to school although her mother was ill. Similarly, look at the next line. I like apples, bananas, and mangoes. Instead of saying I like apples, I like bananas, and I like mangoes, we can club it together using the word or conjunction and you can say I like apples, bananas, and mangoes. So, what purpose does conjunctions serve? They allow the formation of complex and refined sentences by avoiding multiple short sentences. If you want to write an essay, or if you want to write a creative piece, we don't have to go for short sentences. It is not really appropriate to use very short sentences when it comes to creative writing or when it comes to formal writing. So this allows, or this function class conjunctions, it allows us to avoid short sentences, and it helps us to club short sentences together so that they can be refined, chiseled, and polished into a proper sentence. I like singing and dancing, but I prefer to do it alone. So, in fact, there are three sentences that we have clubbed here. I like singing, I like dancing, but there is another thing that I would like to mention. I prefer to do it alone. I would like to sing and dance alone. So, instead of saying I like singing, I like dancing, I prefer to do it alone, which is rather monotonous, you can club these three sentences together into a very refined one, like I like singing and dancing, but I prefer to do it alone. So this is the function served by conjunctions. They help to combine, club together, or blend words, phrases, and clauses together. And it also permits the use of complex and refined sentences instead of going for multiple short sentences. Now, there are different kinds of conjunctions: coordinating conjunctions, correlative conjunctions, and subordinating conjunctions. Let's take a look at each of these conjunctions. Now, what do you mean by coordinating conjunctions? When do you use coordinating conjunctions? So, coordinating conjunctions, they are identified easily. They can be identified easily if you follow the mnemonic fanboys. Now, what is a mnemonic? Mnemonic is a word that you form out of the initial letter of words so that you can easily remember the expanded form. You can expand it easily. Now, for instance, coordinating conjunctions can be easily listed out if you remember the term or the mnemonic fanboys. F stands for, A stands for and, N for no, B for but, O for or, Y for it, and S for so. So these are the coordinating conjunctions, and it is easy to remember them if we remember the mnemonic fanboys. And these coordinating conjunctions, they are used to join words, phrases, and clauses that have equal grammatical rank in a sentence. They have equal importance. When you have two sentences, that have equal importance. That is, you cannot avoid one. You cannot substitute one with another. You cannot avoid any of those sentences. So when you have to combine words, phrases, or clauses that are grammatically equal in its rank, then we make use of coordinating conjunctions. For example, Sophie is clearly exhausted. She insists on dancing till dawn. So there are two sentences. One is Sophie. We get the idea that Sophie is exhausted. But then we also get the idea that she insists on dancing till dawn. So if you write these sentences separately, if we do not give it a connection, the meaning does not become clear. So we need to say that she is exhausted. Even in spite of the exhaustion or despite the exhaustion, she wants to dance. So we use the coordinating conjunction yet. So if you look at either sides of yet, we realize they are sentences, clear-cut sentences of equal grammatical rank. They consist of verbs. They consist of or the sentences. Both of them have got subject and they have a predicate part. They have got nouns. They have got all the basic requirements a grammatical sentence should have. So on either side, the the sentences are grammatically equal. They are equal in rank. So coordinating conjunctions are used when you have to combine sentences that are of equal grammatical rank. Now, there are certain points to be remembered. There is one particular point that we have to keep in mind. The use of word for, F-O-R. Naturally, there should be a doubt raised in you. Do we not use for as a preposition? So, if for is a preposition, then how can it be used as a conjunction? So, let me tell you, for is a word that can be used both as a conjunction as well as a preposition. In certain conditions, it acts as a conjunction, and in certain conditions, it acts as a preposition. Now, let's take a look at when for can be used as a conjunction and when it can be used as a preposition. See, for is a preposition when it comes before a noun, as in, I bought a new pair of shoes for Anne. I bought a new pair of shoes for Anne. And in this sentence, for is a preposition. Here, we can very clearly see that for appears before the noun and therefore for becomes a preposition. And we also notice that there are no two sentences. It does not serve the purpose of combining sentences also. So it appears before before the noun and at the same time it does not combine sentences together. And I told you that coordinating conjunctions have to combine two sentences of equal grammatical rank, but here it does not do so. So it can be easily understood that for is a preposition. Now for becomes a conjunction when it connects two clauses like Sita wanted me to leave for she wanted to take rest. If you analyze the sentence, we find that there are two sentences, clear-cut sentences that have been combined using for. Sita wanted me to leave, she wanted to take rest. And you're going to combine it together. Sita wanted me to leave, for she wanted to take rest. So in this case, for becomes a conjunction. So I hope it is clear to you. For is a preposition when it comes before a noun, and it becomes a conjunction when it is used to combine or connect two clauses together. So these are the coordinating conjunctions. Now the second category is correlative conjunctions. Correlative conjunctions, they work together. They work in pairs. They don't work alone, but rather they work in pairs. So it's very easy to identify correlative conjunctions, either or, neither nor, not only but also. So these are the correlative conjunctions when they work in pairs. She was not only weak but also sick. So she was not only weak but sick is not appropriate. It's not the correct way of telling. If not only comes, we have to use but also. So she was not only weak but also sick. Neither Rahul nor Vivek could win the game. So that is correlative conjunctions. Now let's move on to the third category, that is subordinating conjunctions. There are plenty of subordinating conjunctions, as you can see the examples that I have given here. Now what do subordinating conjunctions do? They join independent as well as dependent clauses, and they also tell about cause and effect relationship. Meera could not go to school because she was ill. So there is someone who has absented herself from school. Meera could not go to school. So there is a cause for it. What is the cause? She was ill. And what is the effect of the illness? She could not go to school. So these subordinating conjunctions tell us about cause and effect relationship. Now these are the coordinating conjunctions that we use as soon as much as, after, although, because, before, by the time, even if, even though, in order, in case, in the event, lest, now, unless, until, when, whenever, whereas. So all these can be used as subordinating conjunctions, and they are used in order to join independent as well as dependent clauses. And there are some certain things that you have to keep in mind. First one is, some adverbs like until, before, after, they can function as conjunctions. For example, in the sentence, I can play until it is dusk. Here, until acts as a subordinating conjunction, because subordinating conjunction, I gave you the definition, it can be used in order to combine independent as well as dependent clauses. We have two independent clauses here. I can play, it is dusk. So, I can play, it is dusk are the two sentences that are combined using the subordinating conjunction until. Okay, so even adverbs can be used as conjunctions. So much about conjunctions. I hope you have a clear picture about this. So conjunctions are words that are used in order to combine words, phrases, or clauses together. It helps us to avoid formation of multiple short sentences, and instead we can come up with very refined complex sentences. There are three types of conjunctions: coordinating conjunctions, correlative conjunctions, and subordinating conjunctions. And coordinating conjunctions, they are used in order to combine sentences that are of equal grammatical rank. And we have correlative conjunctions that are used or that work in pairs. And finally, subordinating conjunctions that are used in order to combine either independent clauses or dependent clauses. And now, kids, I hope everything is clear to you. Thank you so much for listening patiently. Now, I want you to do the exercises on page 71 that comes under Unit 11. We will meet in the next class with a discussion of the exercises. Thank you.